Hi everyone, today we're going to make these cute little canvases. They're fun and they're easy to do. You just need a few supplies and I'm going to go over that with you in a second. This is what we're going to be making. I really love how they turned out. Thanks for being here and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go over a few supplies that I'm going to be using for this project, and I'll let you know right up front if you hear a little chewing or something in the background. That's my little puppy Oscar. Not so little anymore, but he's back there making his noises, so that's what you're hearing. Okay, first things first. Today I'm going to be using a variety of things here. The main thing I'm going to be starting with is a canvas. These are called Art Bites. They are an all media art panel. They are 4 by 8. They come in a pack of 5. I have 3 left in here, I think. So I think I'm going to be doing 2 today. I've got a couple of little stamps with words on it. I think I'm going to do Inspire and Journey. Inspire is a big word for me because that's my goal. I want to inspire people to create. I want to inspire people to see things in a way that they might not normally see them. Use your supplies in ways that you might not normally use them. The other is Journey because I'm on a journey. I call it a journey on winding roads without a map because that's how I feel. I fly by the seat of my pants and I usually don't have a clue what I'm going to be doing until I sit down and just start playing. So those are 2 words I really like. Staz-On Black Ink. I have a little bit of sequin waste, also known as Punchinello. You can use a stencil if you want to. I've got a little bit of glue here. And odd and end pens and pencils. I'm not sure exactly what I'll use yet. It'll be in the description box below. I've got a pair of gunky scissors here. I've got a few different colors of cheap acrylic paint. You can use any kind of paint you want, but I just use the cheap stuff. Works just fine for me. And a brush. A couple brushes, 2 different sizes. Any size you want's fine. I just think maybe I'll use these 2 sizes, but I'm not sure till I start, so I might change that. I've got a piece of scrap paper here because I already know what I'm going to be doing. And the stamp set I'm probably going to be using today is the stamp set called Garden Muse, and these are the designs on it. I'll probably use this design here or this design here. I'm not sure till I get started, but I like those 2 a lot. I like all of them, but that's probably what I'll use. And I have some art pops here. I don't know which collection I'll be working in yet, so when I pull from the collection, I'll let you know what that is. I have 2 collections here. One's called Wait For Me, and the other one's called In the Garden. So I'll be using the stickers, round stickers, various sizes, sticker strips. There's some arrows in here. I don't know if I'll use those, but we might. And I have a piece of paper here because I'm going to be stamping my word, and I need a little piece of paper to stamp on. This is just a little plain white index card that I'm going to be stamping on. It's very lightweight. That's where you find them, in the index card section, and it's not got any lines on it, so I'll use that. And this is just a piece of junk paper that I'm going to have off to the side to wipe off extra paint if I have any extra paint on my brush. I would normally take tags and put the extra paint on a tag like this, or extra stamping on tags. So I keep some of those handy, but today I'm just going to use a piece of paper. Okay. Oh, and a heat tool. I've got a heat tool sitting here. You don't have to have that. You can let it dry naturally. That's the basic supply list of things I'm going to be using. I may leave some out, I may add some in, but I'll have a list below so you'll know everything I used. I'm going to get my non-stick mat here. This is by Ranger, and I'm going to put that down to get started because I'm going to be doing some painting, and we'll get started on the project. Okay, I've pulled out 2 of the canvases, and I'm going to work side by side, but I'm going to be making them different color schemes. This first one is going to be a blue, an orange, and a yellow, and the second one's going to be a purple, a green, and one of these blues. I haven't decided on the blue yet. Mainly what I do is I pick 3 colors, 3 main colors, and then accent colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is put down my paint on the canvas. I'm going to make the lower half the darker color, this orange, and I'm going to make the upper half my blue color, and then I'm going to put my accent of yellow on. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to start painting. Now I'm not going to make it neat and tidy, so the backs of these might get a little bit of something on it. I don't care about that, and I'm not going to cover it because I am going to sign it and date it. I just put out a little bit of paint on my board here, and I just start brushing it in. See? I haven't dried it yet. If you want to dry in between, you can, but I don't really feel like it's necessary. Then I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to put some on my mat because I don't know how much I want on my board here. And I'm just going to dab it in there. And then I'm going to put some in the middle here where the two meet. I'm just going to kind of scrape it across there. Different levels, different heights. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, let it dry, and we're going to do the second canvas. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some white accent areas with my Punchinello, and you can use a stencil if you like, or just a brush and pounce, or whatever you want to do to make your little marks. But I'm going to use gesso. You can use white paint. Either one works fine. My gesso just happens to be sitting here, so that's what I'm going to use. And one thing I forgot to mention that I also am going to be using is a cosmetic sponge. This one's been cut a little bit. Once you use your sponge a little while, if your end gets a little hard or torn or whatever, you can just chop it off and keep using your sponge to get down to nothing. That's pretty much what I do. So I'm going to put my Punchinello down on different areas. Bless you. My dog sneezed. Different areas of my canvas, and I'm just going to pounce. Okay, can you see the marks? I like it already. Okay, now you want to dry your canvas a little bit so that your paint's not wet, because the next thing we're going to do is a little stamping. So I'm going to dry this off camera. I pulled out 3 stamps that I'm going to contemplate using. One I'm definitely using, and that's this one here. And then I have this one out because I like the little curvy marks. And then I pulled this one out. I haven't used this one yet, so I thought I'd give it a try on one of these, and that's right here. I really like this little area right here. I'll get started on the stamping, and we'll start with the one I really want to use, and we might try 2 stamps. I just don't know. I can't decide until I get started, so you'll know when I know. We're doing it together. Alright, so I don't have my stamps mounted so they don't stick to anything. You can put the sticky mount on the back and they'll stick to your blocks. Mine won't because they are just the way they come. I just cut them apart, and that's okay. I like to use them that way because then I have control over what gets used, what doesn't, and I can move things around a little easier. Sometimes I wish they were sticky mounted, and depending on what I'm doing, but most times I like it like this. So I'm just putting the paper underneath here to catch any of the extra stamp that doesn't get put down on my canvas, because then my paper will have cool stamp marks like this one here, you can see all kinds of stamp marks. It's turning into a cool drop paper, and I can use it for things too. Alright, so I'm just going to randomly put my stamp in different places. And if it's not a full stamp, it's okay. If it just shows up lightly, that's okay. I'm not out for perfect. Never am. I just want some marks. I'm going to go ahead and try this little stamp here. Let me trim off a little bit of this here. And some of these marks won't show up because we're going to cover them. But some will. Okay, that's good enough. So let's switch to the other canvas and let's use this stamp first. I'm going to choose a flower center, and I'm going to use one of these big stickers. And so we have to choose what we like with our canvases. So the first one here, I'm going to find one that I like with it. I like that one. I like that one, but it kind of blends a little bit. Let's see what this one has. That one's really pretty right there. It's got some oranges in it. Let's go with that one. So I'm going to take this one off my sticker sheet and I'm going to put it down on my canvas, but because I'm using a canvas with paint, I don't want my sticker to have to struggle to stick. So I'm just going to give it a little help. And I'm going to put down some glue on the back of my sticker so that it'll stick really well. These stickers are very sticky, so they do really well on paper and things, but I've never tried it on a painted canvas yet, so I don't want to lose my sticker partway down the road. And then let's see how I want it. I think I like it like this, so I'll stick it right about there. So let's go ahead and choose a sticker for this one. This sticker collection here that I just used is Wait For Me, and I may use the same collection for the other flower, but I'm going to look at the In the Garden just to be sure there's not one there I really want. I really like that. I really like this one here. Let's go with this one. I don't know why. This is from the In the Garden collection. I love these collections. I'm going to have to get some more. So let's put it right here, like that, just where I wanted it. I'm going to make me a couple of stems, and we're going to come back to the stickers in a minute, so let me put those off to the side right now. That's what my scrap paper is for, and this scrap paper has green on one side and brown on the other, and I really like the brown side for my stem. And I've already got a curvy line started from other stems that I've made, and I'm just going to follow this line down here and make a stem. And then make another one. And it could be straight if you wanted it to. I'm going to decide where I want my stem to go. About right there. And just trim it off so that it's even with the bottom of the canvas, and I'm just going to glue it down. Now we have our stems. Now I want to get my leaves and put those on, and you can use the Art Pop cards for your leaves or the stickers, and I think I'm going to go with the stickers this time. And I went through and looked real quick at the sticker tape on both sets, and I have this set here that I think really works the best for what I want to do. So I've got this one left here, and I've got a little portion down here or here that I like on these. So we're going to go with those. And this is the Wait For Me collection also. what I want to do for my leaves is I'm going to cut the sticker out. And I'm going to decide if it's big enough. I normally make my leaves a little bigger. Might give it 2 sets. I'm going to cut it in half. Let's make them kind of chunky and roundish. You can make your stickers any shape you want. I just happen to like this kind of look. None of my stuff is realistic. And if you want your leaves to be exactly the same on each side, it doesn't matter to me, but if you want them the same on each side, just take the one you've already cut out and put it face to face, right sides together, like this. So that when you put them down, they're exactly the same. Or if you put them like this, they're going to be the same, but one's going to face one way, one's going to face the other way, which I kind of like. So I'll do it that way. You can do it however you want. And I don't always connect my leaves to my stem. Sometimes I do. And because I don't make my stem on my leaf pointy, it's a little awkward sometimes the way it looks. So I'll just connect it out in midair like that, which is what I like. So why not, right? It's just the way I like it. So I don't know if I'm going to add another set of leaves here or not. We're going to see after we get this one done. All right, one there and one there. They don't even look like they came from the same sticker now that you cut them apart, but they did, and I like it. Okay, I think I will not give them more leaves. I'm going to put a little border at the bottom here, and we're going to use our art pop cards for that. So we're going to let our leaves be like they are, and just go ahead and put them on like this. You can connect them to your stem if you want to, like that, or you can leave them out in the mid, open, wide space. And connect them with a marker or something, or just don't connect them at all. So on this one, I think I will connect it a little bit. The other one I might not. So we have our leaves on. They're on in different ways on each one. You can move them a little bit. Once you put glue on the back, you have a little leeway to move your things around just a little bit when it's a sticky back. So I like the way that is. So now I'm going to get my art pop cards, and I'm going to look and see what I want to use for a border down at the bottom. Okay, I've gone through my art pop cards, and I've changed my mind. I am going to use some of the art pop card, but I'm not going to make a border at the bottom. I'm going to use these little stickers here that are in the garden collection, and I'm going to put that at the bottom, and then I'm going to use the art pop cards for something else. So I'm going to find one that I like on the bottom of this one here, and I like that pink. We'll go with this one. So I'm going to take this one here, and I'm eyeballing it and cutting it in half. It's not perfect. It's just an eyeball. And then I'm going to glue that to the bottom. I'm going to put the edge of my sticker halfway to my stem. So you see my stem, I'm going to lay my sticker halfway. So I have half a stem left. And then I'm going to do the other one the same way, and I'm going to meet up in the middle. So I'll show you close up in a second. Like that. Okay? So let's do the other canvas the same way. Okay, now we got to think about the petals. Do we want to put art pop cards on for the petals, or do we want to paint them on? And I've already looked through the art pop cards, and although there's a couple in here I want to use for some other things, I'm going to do the petals by hand, and that way I have a little bit more free form, just whatever shape comes up. I'm not going for perfect, I'm just going for a little bit of, I don't know, cutesy, whimsical. So I'm going to take my pencil first of all, and I'm just going to start tracing around the different shapes. Just getting my lines started. Just to get loose, just to get flowy. And then I'm going to start adding my petals in. And I'll probably just start making the shapes however they come out. And then I'm going to go back in with some paint and just go in these lines here, and they're not straight lines, they're kind of overlapping and wonky, but that's okay. And if the pencil line shows through or is still exposed after I paint some, even better. So let's do the other one first because we'll paint these at the same time. While you're working with your pencil, go ahead and just do your lines on your other pieces on your canvas. Alright, so now I'm going to paint some petals in, and I'm going to decide on the colors. Okay, on this one, we're going to go with the yellows. I've got 2 different yellows here, and I'm going to list all the colors in the description box so you'll know. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my mat here of a darker color, and I'm going to put a lighter one too. And we're probably going to bring some white in, and use whatever kind of brush you want. I'm not sure. Probably this one. It's a 4000 round, it's called. We are going to bring some white in because I think what I want to do is outline in white first and then bring my yellows in, because we're working on a blue background and I kind of want to mute the background out a little bit. And then put my yellow on so the yellow stands out better. Okay, I've got the white on my petals, and if you notice, I went inside the sticker a little bit, and I was okay with that. I wanted to go inside of it a little bit, and then I take my finger and I kind of smudge it around. It just kind of blends it in a little bit so that it looks like everything kind of goes together. So let's do the other one. Let me show you up close first. I'm going to do the other one in the same way, the white petals, and then we're going to come back in and do the colors on top. Okay, there's that one. Okay, I'm going back to the first canvas, and I don't care if it's not quite dry yet. I don't mind if the colors blend together. It probably is dry enough, a little bit, but it's okay if it's not. And I'm going to start with the dark yellow first, and then I'm probably going to blend in a little white either on top of it or in some nooks and crannies. I don't know until I get started, but I just know I'm starting with the dark. And if I don't cover all the white, that's fine. And I'm going to do the same thing with my finger as we go around, like I did when I put the white in, just kind of blending it in there. Okay, now I'm dipping into the light yellow and going around again. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You can go back over if you want and smooth out any globs. I kind of like the globs, so I'm kind of adding a few in. It takes a little longer to dry that way, but I don't care. And you can add some white, just little highlights in there if you want to. Let that dry, and I'm going to go to the next flower. Then we'll see if we want to add any more in here. We're going to do some highlighting and stuff, so let me choose the colors for this one, and we'll be right back. Okay, I was going to go with a reddish, purplish color for my flower, but I kept coming across this blue, and I just really am tempted by it. And I pulled out another blue and even a gray, so I'm just going to keep those handy. We'll resort to gray if we need to. Let's give this blue a try. Let's see what happens. Oh, I love it. I love how that turned out. So I think that's just really cute. What I want to do now is I was going to go to the art pop cards and I was going to start using the little elements that I see here that I want to use, but I think what I'll do first is some highlighting. I have two pencils here, watercolor pencils. One's a green color and one is a brown color, and I'll list the exact colors below like I said. And instead of using water though to spread them around, this is matte medium and this can be used as a glue or a sealer. I use it also to help me get my pencils to activate as an activator. So instead of using water on a watercolor pencil, I use my matte medium or clear gesso, and that way it activates the pencil and seals it at the same time. So then I can go back later and seal over my work if I want to, and this isn't going to smear anymore, because if I just use water and then I used another liquid on top of it, it would smear all over the place. So we're just going to use the matte medium, and that way it's sealed wherever I put it, and then I can seal my canvas. So I'm putting my brown in between the little petals here, and I just want a little highlight there, just a little bit, just a little light mark. And I'll use my matte medium to activate it. So see where I put my pencil right here, right there. And I take my little brush with my matte medium and then I activate it. It works just like water, except now it's sealed. I want that to dry a second, but we can go on to the next step without taking a break. I'm going to take my green watercolor pencil and I'm going to go around my leaves a little bit, just the outside. Now I have a black Stabilo pencil over here, and I'm going to bring it over, and I'm going to do a little bit of the same thing down here on these little, I don't know what they are, whatever these are. Okay, so we're going back to the blue flower. I'm putting a little black in here now. The brown wasn't dark enough, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the black, but we're gonna try it. Okay, while that dries a second, I'm going to go to the art pop card here. I really like these little like teardrop looking shapes, and so I think I want to put one or two on each canvas and try to salvage as much of the card as possible so that I can use it for other things. Okay, so let's go and cut out this shape here. Almost like it's raining or something. Maybe we could just put it in the center of the flower. I don't know. That looks kind of cool right there. I like that. So let's pretend that it's like raindrops. And it just happened to fall there. And there's one there. And let's do one more. And we'll do it up here, right? Like that. I like that. So we'll let it sit for a minute and we'll think about it. And this one here, I don't have any more that have the little drops on them. Check the stickers out. Okay, I do have stickers here that have these little drop shapes that I like. And this is in the Wait For Me collection, these stickers. So let's cut these out right here. This one here, put that there, and put that right. Let's put this one at the top, so that way it doesn't matter if it's not pointed. And then we'll bring this one down, like right there. Okay, so we're gonna glue those on. Cute, cute, cute. I'm gonna have to make some more of these because I just love them. Alright, so now I'm gonna add my Inspire and my Journey stamps. Let me go ahead and stamp those. I've got my paper here. Okay, I'm gonna cut these out. Okay, let's go ahead and put these on off the flower. I like that. All right, we're not going to put these on yet because we want to do some highlighting, and I don't want to put them and have to work around them. So we'll set those to the side. And let's just take our pencil. I'm just going to do some little wiggly lines with my pencil. Just hold your pencil loosely so you don't try to be so perfect. Go around your flower again. And I'm not going exactly around the petal, so you can see the pencil lines, and that's fine. Just have fun and just relax and enjoy. And you could go around your circle if you wanted to a little bit. We've already done our leaf, but we could go a little bit more around it. Do some squiggly lines. Maybe write a word on each leaf. If you want to write some words in your background there, just write them with your pencil. Okay, now I have this Sharpie poster paint pen. What else? Oh yeah, I have a mean streak here, and I like to use that to add just some highlighted white streaky stuff, and I'll do a little bit around the leaf and show you. And it dries permanent. A little bit around the flower. Now I think we need to put our words. Let's do that. All I'm going to do now is put a little light coat of sealer on them, and you don't have to do that. It's just something I think I like to do on some things, but I don't always seal. It's just a matter of, you know, am I in the mood that day? And I'm kind of in the mood to seal these. And I would usually use like a matte medium or something like that, but today I'm going to use a little bit of a Mod Podge, and it's going to give it a little bit of a glossier look. Not much, but a little bit. And then we will be done. So I'll do that real quick. So let's move the mat and see them like this. Okay, so there you have it. Cute and fun and easy, and there's so many things you could do with these. You could punch holes in the top and put a ribbon to hang. You could put a little piece back here, like glue a little piece back here and hang it like that. You could glue this on top of a journal cover and just use it as decor on your journal. You could punch holes in the sides here and make this a front and a back, make it a book, or cut out a back of a different paper, like a cardstock or something, and use this as a cover and this as a cover, and you could have two journals. So there's so many different things you could do. It's up to your imagination and whatever you decide. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.